Chiro. Can't help but admire his own genius mind. He's like, I'm a genius. Minimimaru. I'm sorry, Minimimaru. Minimimaru. This is this serious. One slip of the tongue could be someone's tag team suggestion for next season. I wholly expect it. Good day, good people. It is another fine day in the year of the Zenith. Season 10 is coming to a close, and it is time for another 1 versus 100 episode to close this one off. Toon Link, Dave, Anomaly, the Anomalakarish, y'all know what it's time for. Let's do this. Let's get through it. It's 1 versus 100, and it is the Danganronpa Hunger Games with your United States Aviator. That's me. I'm that guy. Hi, how do you do it? I'm excited. It's 1 versus 100, and it's gonna be great. 1 versus 100 has become a little bit of a tradition to close off the season. There's the end of season 10. We've celebrated the last 9 seasons over the last 9 weeks, and it has been fantastic. We've made some fantastic moments. We've seen some fantastic things, but we will now close things out before championship action. And let me tell you, secret achievements can still hit. Several of them could hit today, but as it stands, you guys have 7 fan votes. 6 from secret achievements. Wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think 7. 7 sounds right. I mean, like, I could check it right now, but I don't want to, like, waste time at the start of the episode. That's how I lose you. To start, we gotta introduce everyone who's here in 1 versus 100. It's literally the champ versus versus everyone. And this is a really important match because it's the last one before the finales. It's so important because it's a momentum builder. Winning this match gives you so much momentum going into that finale. You just came off of defeating everyone there is as you go into this finale. Monophony, a couple seasons back, won this match for the title and carried that momentum to go on and retain that title. Who will have that momentum this time around? Let's start with, of course, the champion, Tsumugi versus Sakura, Hina, Togami, Celeste, Hiro, Hifumi, Junko, Taka, Kyoko, Leon, Mondo, Mukuro, freaking Saika, Makoto, Hiro, Toko, Chisa, Hajime Akane, Fat Togami, Chiaki, Fuihiko, Crazy Yoko, Gundam, Ibuki, Kazuichi, Mikon, Mahiru, Nagito, Nakamaru, Peko, Sonya, Teru, Azuru, and we see Shuichi, Himiko, Maki, Rantaro, Kaede, Ryoma, Kurumi, Angie, Tenko, Cory's in the house with Mew, Kokichi, Gonta, Kaito, Kibo, Komaru, Genocide, Jack, Jotaro, Kotoko, Monica, Nagisa, Haiji, Hiroko, Momo, Taichi, Yuta, Masaru, and Monokuma, Shirakuma, Kurakuma, Donadam, Monokid, Usami, Monosuke, Monotaro, Monophony, The Great Gozu, Juzo, Tengen, Kizakura, Munakata, Daisaku, Ruruka, Mitarai, Seiko, Maya, Izuyoi, Alter Ego, Mekamaru, AI, Gonta, Takamichi, Nane, Chiaki, Justice Hammer 1, Pennyworth, Nanokumas, Yasuke, Ryoko, the Matarai Brothers, Gen Kanon, Minimaro, Natsumi, Aiko, Yui, Sato, Crazy Yoko, Extra Large, and AI Junko, Junko AI, Big Junko Clap. 1 versus 100. That might be a record for how quickly I've gotten through the other 99, or the other 100 actually. Make your picks, and I'm not gonna say make first, second, and third. Draft your, what would be your most iconic top 10. As we go to saving grace picks, this would be the 10 that you would hope make it to that top 10. Tell me those 10. I'm only gonna pick the top 3, but you know what? Your comments are important. Make sure to make them because they help the channel, the videos go around. They do help the analytics. They're like, oh yeah, people are engaging. We like to see that engagement. Apparently YouTube likes to see it. But you know what? If you don't want to leave one, you just don't. Just enjoy the content anyway. That helps too. Because the comments are still important, like this one, that one. Wait for it. And that one right there. I'm gonna make my picks. If I had to pick anyone for a fantasy draft, I'd have to pick one of the underdogs, and I think I'd have to go for Mitarai. I would go for Mitarai. I would hope for Mitarai to take this one. Mitarai got close this season. That's more than I can say for Kaito. Mitarai was at least close. I'm hoping for Mitarai today. Second, I'm gonna take Ryoma. I think Ryoma's had... Yeah, you know what? Actually, I'll take Ryoma for third. Give me Celeste for second. Because I'm still a little bit on that high of Celeste, the Ghost of Christmas Past. Holly Jolly Celeste, the Ghost of Christmas Past. I'm still on that. But I'm going to take Ryoma for third. But we have 1 versus 100. It's a big old Orteal game, and we got a lot of fun to get through. We have all these items that are going to pop all around, and we got to pay attention and close attention to secret achievements, because I don't know if one of them will hit. Although, there's a good chance that 1, 2, 3 of them could hit. That one more than likely won't. That one could. And this one might too. One of them definitely won't hit. 5 of them could. It's unlikely that 2 of them hit, but I'm expecting at least 2 this episode. However, let's see if those happen. There's only one way to find out if they do happen. It's 1 versus 100, and we gotta keep on with this action. We have to start this one. I hope you're ready. I hope you're steady, because it's time to enjoy some spaghetti. I'm actually gonna take this off. It's starting to get a little warm. It's starting to get a little warm this season. It's finally starting to feel like spring. Even though it felt like spring and then it automatically went back to like, oh, you know, maybe a little bit winter. It's starting to feel like spring again. It's short sleeve season, and it's time to start round 1. And as the tribute stand on their podiums, the horns they all sound. So can we please, somebody, anybody, everybody, sound? Not just anybody or everyone. Specifically my horn bearers. Oh, horn bearers, my horn bearers. Sound? The horns. Let's do this. It is 1 versus 100, and Chisa stares into the distance, but Sakura attacks Usami from behind, murders her. You hate to see that. Hifumi doesn't really understand what's happening. Chihiro tries to build a tank out of sticks and rocks, immediately succeeds. We already have a tank in play. Oh, it's gonna be a crazy one. Leon doesn't feel prepared for any of this. Hajime eats something he shouldn't have. Kaede wishes she could just go home. Kizakura has been hot on Fuiko's trail for days. Fuiko thinks he's gotten away, but Kizakura has deduced that location, delivered the final blow. Crazy Oko extra large, twitches uncontrollably. Hero picks over the neat and cool lying in various places. Mitarai steals Chihiro's tank while he's asleep. Mitarai, do it. I believe in you. Mondo wonders about the future. The future is you defending that title. It's coming soon, Mondo. Probably right before the Danganronpa Hunger Games non-OC Tag Team Championships are defended. You will be defending that Pancake Championship. We'll have to see what happens in that match. Minimaru finds a suit of medieval armor. It probably doesn't fit. Junko tries to kill Minimaru, but the knight's armor immediately diverts the blow. It might not fit, but it works. She just keeps like hitting a pile of medieval armor that's just disheveled, and he's like, oh, I'm not getting hurt. Kiba wishes he could go home. Junko looks for someone dumb enough to believe her. Sonya finds a heaping stack of pancakes that'll last for the whole game. This ought to be good. Takamichi sizes his muscles. Ryoko isn't sure whether to cry, laugh, or tear her out. We're actually having a pretty peaceful day 1, but I see some, not red, but X's down there. Hiroko doesn't care much for this place. Corey is in the house and he's determined to survive. Sato, Mikon, and Makoto grab their instruments and they practice together. They're sounding those horns. It's band practice. Munakata looks like he's on the verge of snapping. Himiko mopes around uselessly. It started when an alien device did what it did. It stuck itself upon his wrist with secrets that it hid. Now he's got superpowers. He's an ordinary kid. Actually, my smartwatch, I don't know if you can see it, it has an Omnitrix design, because I thought that was gonna do. He's Yuta 10, and he's dangerous. Chiaki thinks about what she did up here. Using scrap materials, Taichi builds a laser gun. Awesome. Kotoko challenges Peko and Kaede to an anything goes pancake eating competition. Let me tell you, Kaede, I think you are already in this match. Maybe you're not, actually. No, you're not, but you want to become the first ever 2-time pancake champion, and hey, it's possible. You also murder Peko and Kotoko while trying to do it. I can't exactly condone that, but good on you, I guess. Crazy Oko starts sobbing uncontrollably. Azuru tries to kill Monosuke. Monosuke tries to bribe him. Azuru takes the money and then kills Monosuke anyway. He's like, well, this could have been more boring. Fat Togami feels protected by his wealth. Monodam tries to kill Kanon, but Kanon retaliates, kills him instead. Kokichi trips and falls in a really bad way, breaking his neck. Tsumugi and Chiaki complement each other's belts. Not a little tag team, a little championship respect. She was like, oh, that looks pretty good. I was like, oh, that looks pretty good too. Kaito looks around for stuff to scrounge. Celeste draws a demon and summoning circle on the ground, you know, for fun. Nagisa is thinking of plans to get out of here. The Archon see great potential in Nekomaru and grant him a cryo vision. I thought he would be Geo, but you know, I can kind of see him being like a buff cryo dude. I kind of like the sound of it. Rantaro, Maya, Sato plays suspenseful music as Shirokuma chases the Nanokumas. How? How can you chase them? How can you see them? Alter Ego can't help but admire his own genius mind. Tenko sets down a trap. Mukuro is ready for target practice. Luckily, she finds a handgun laying around. Shirokuma was chasing those Nanokumas, but instead steals the tank from Mitara while he's asleep. Kurokuma gets caught in one of Tenko's traps. He can only hope to be free. AI Gonta does something really cute. Juzo sizes those muscles. Angie finds a dapper suit, puts on it. It's quite refreshing. It's quite fetching, actually. She's pretty good in a dapper suit, as opposed to a regular yellow jacket and bikini. Monika's looking out only for herself. Hina ambushes Sakura and murders her. What? What betrayal? Goodness gracious. Jen tries to kill Minimaru, but Minimaru's knight armor still diverting blows. Taka thinks about what he did to end up here. Horn Bearers, I know what you guys want to play a sad song. I don't think I have a sad horn song. I'll have to find one. But they play a sad song for Kokichi, member of the squad. But it's not that sad. He's already on the bracket, isn't it? It's not that sad. Jack snaps, she's frenzied. Izioi challenges Crazy Yoko to a duel, she bites the dust. The Matarai brothers on the verge of snapping. Nagito won't give it so easily. I'm scared, I've never been more afraid of a ghost because Sayaka's got ghost powers. Her molecules are all rearranged. A vicious tiger charges Ryoma, who surprisingly shakes his paw and rides into the arena. Teru wants it to be over already. Mikan, Sato, Rantaro grab their instruments as well for band practice. They're just, the Horn Bearers are really vibing out this game, and you know what? I'm here for it. Gundam finds a turtle on the beach who slowly approaches him. A new friendship is born. Kurumi looks for someone dumb enough to believe her. Natsumi is sick and tired of animals causing havoc in the arena. Natsumi picks up a net and a hat and joins the singles bracket. Not just AV's Animal Control, it hasn't happened in singles action. It's available in both Orteal and Brand Steel. But joining AV's Animal Control was a secret achievement, and thank goodness it finally hit. Natsumi, thank you for doing it in singles action. Thank you. I know you and Sato have a little bit of beef. Sato's a member of my Horn Bears, but hey, if you pick up some of these animals, you sweep up some of these Komodos, then we'll see what happens there. But we must proceed still. Toko eats something he shouldn't have and dies of horrible stomach pains. Tengen tries to kill Togami and Togami tries to bribe him? Tengen just takes the money and kills Togami. The bribes are just not working today. Yui picks up looking neat and cool lying in various places. Gonta's now cave. Gonta Daisaku doesn't feel prepared for any of this. Nane Aichiaki feels sorry for Kurokuma, frees him from the trap. Akane's starving, as usual, and sniffs out a single. How could you? Ruka doesn't care much for this place. Seiko spots something shiny in the distance. Kamaru tries to kill Juzo, but Juzo retaliates, kills her instead. Rest in peace to Komaru. Yasuke seems unshaken by any of this. Ibuki finds a belt of Pokeballs. Who knows what could be inside of those? Yuta sneaks up on Kyoko, but Kyoko has known that Yuta has been following her for ages now. She's able to counterattack and kill Yuta. Yuta's gone. He had the Omnitrix, but he wasn't able to use it. The Nanokumas actually ambush Ibuki and kill her. She had those Pokeballs, wasn't able to use them. Mahiru is being adorable as always. Monofini thinks about what she did to end up here. Masaru finds a lovely bikini, puts on, is quite revealing. Jotaro finds medieval armor. Justice Hammer 1 is also imagined. If Natsumi had not hit it, imagine Justice Hammer 1 would have been back in a finale, and I think a lot of you would have popped off for it. A lot of you are just low-key major Justice Hammer 1 fans. I don't know why, I'm a big Justice Hammer 3 guy myself, but some of y'all really love Justice Hammer 1. But they're in AV's Animal Control. The Great Gozu steals Shirokuma's tank while he's asleep. Maya tries to build a tank out of sticks and rocks. It's useless, but it looks cool. Mew wonders if she should build a machine that makes Yakiniku Mekamaru size his muscles. Monotaro fails to grasp the gravity situation. Haiji twitches uncontrollably. Aiko tries to kill Minimaru, but the knight's armor diverts the blow. Something inside of Kanon snaps. Frenzied. She is frenzied. Pennyworth sets down a trap, and now Monokid has found the Omnitrix. He's Monokid 10. Monokuma looks for an easy out. Shuichi is caught in one of Pennyworth's traps. Kazuichi shines his pimp game, and Maki thinks of a dark poem. We finally made it through the first round. A lot of stuff has happened, but only one secret achievement is hit. It's one that I definitely expected to hit. However, it does a Claire de Lune 4. Usami, Hajime, Fuyiko, Kotoko, Peko, Monosuke, Monodam, Kokichi, Sakura, Crazy Hyoko, Toko, Togami, Komaru, Yuta, Ibuki. That's 15 gone out of 101. The champion still stands proudly in this 1 versus 100 matchup. Who will come out on top? Man, I'm not entirely certain, but it could be the champion. Will it be the champion? The champion has never won the 1 versus 100 episode. I do await the day. But hey, it's a 1 in 100 shot. And it's time for us to proceed. Shall we? We shall. It's the next round, and there's a lot of blue, a whole lot of blue. Goodness gracious. Mondo lays the title belt. Mondo, you son of a gun. How dare you drive Mama's skull into the hard metal of your title, killing her. Mama, no. Juzo won't die like the others. Mew tries to build a tank out of sticks and rocks. Succeeds. Awesome. Altaria is cooking with a genius idea. Jen wonders about the future. Maki's ready for target practice. Luckily, she finds a laser gun lying about. Can she even be stopped now? Chiro can't help but admire his own genius mind. He's like, I'm a genius. Minimimaru. I'm sorry, Minimimaru. Minimimaru. This is this serious. One slip of the tongue could be someone's tag team suggestion for next season. I wholly expect it. Oh no. Gonta's got a dimensional scythe. He knows what those are capable of, and he wants to make sure that some people feel his pain. Sonya eats a single stack from her pancake, or a single pancake from her stack. Mikan wants to end it already, but Makoto, Sato, Mikan plays suspenseful music as Fat Togami chases Tengen. Yui finds a neon open sign, must belong to a popular arena supermarket, maybe she should return it. Munakata steals Mew's tank while she's asleep. Ryoma, Spat Tiger purrs softly. Masaru fills his bikini with gravel and uses it as an object to kill Ryoma. Good luck solving that. Fat Togami is sick of Mekamaru being alive. Mekamaru now has a bounty on his head. Goodness gracious. And then we get a whole list of orange, including our champion being out. 2 of our champions being out. Picks up her looks neat and cool lying in various places. In a fit of frenzy, Genocide Jack creeps up on Mukuro. Slaughters her. Goodness gracious. The Great Gozu wants to end things once and for all with Kizakura. The Great Gozu actually loses that fight. The Archons see great potential in Monica. She's got a Hydro Vision. With Nekamaru's Cryo Vision, they could do some radical freeze attacks, but Tsumugi wasn't looking, and our champion's gone. Chiaki lays the title belt on the ground, grabs Kurumi with a headlock, but let me tell you, she has the wherewithal to reverse her, spins her around, RKOs her right onto the title belt, breaking her neck. Rest in peace to Chiaki. Rantaro challenges Angie and Leon to an anything goes pancake eating competition, and let me tell you, Angie, she murders them both. But she sure enough earns entry into the World Pancake Championship match. Is this pin dying? This pin better not be dying. It's not dying. Great. It stopped writing for a second. I was like, how dare you? Right in the middle of this. How could you? Hiro feels sorry for Shuichi, frees him from the trap. Hifumi doesn't really understand what's happening. Tenko tries to kill Mekamaru for the bounty, but Mekamaru narrowly escapes. Ruka finds a dapper suit, puts it on. It's quite fetching. Justice Hammer 1 practices swinging their net. Kaede wishes she could go home. Ryoko's bad brain turns her a little kinder. Taichi feels unstoppable with that laser gun. Mekamaru trips and falls in a really bad way, breaking his neck. Freaking Sayaka shoots blasts of energy at Kizakura, but is able to dodge those blows. Narrowly escapes. Yasuke looks around for stuff to scrounge. Daisaku stares into the distance. Junko tries to get others to notice her. Kurokuma tries to kill Minimaru, but Minimaru retaliates and kills him instead. Takamichi sizes his muscles. Junko AI has had enough. She's enraged, she's mad, she's angry, and she's big. Monica transforms into an incredibly fast alien, so fast that Kibo is cut to pieces right before Gonta's eyes. He didn't even see a thing. Goodness gracious, he's fast. Monotaro seems unshaken by that though. Celeste checks on her demon summoning circle. To her surprise, the demon actually comes out. The demon takes quite the liking to her and decides to help her for the rest of the game. Sweet. Maya, Sato, Makoto grab their instruments and play a sad song for Leon, maybe even a Claire de Lune. Nagito finds a shotgun, thinks about the damage he could do. Kori attacks Nekamaru from behind, strangles him. Kurumi looks for someone dumb enough to believe him, or believe her rather. Hina is being adorable as always. Izayoi finds a seemingly official decree from a powerful Archon. Will he dare to hang it up? AI Gonta has a horrible feeling in his gut. Mitarai finds a pitchfork which he feels is great for lobbing at enemies. Monofini starts sobbing uncontrollably. Kyoko has been hot on Makoto's trail for days. Why is she hunting Makoto? Well, let me tell you. Makoto thought he got away, but you can't get away when Kyoko's on the case. Haiji tries to kill Minimaru. I keep wanting to say Minimimaru, and it's just, I don't know why it's in my head now. Knight's armor diverts the blow. Gundam's pet turtle does a really impressive trick. Izuru sets on a trap. Angie tries to kill the Matarai brothers. That's a mistake. Why would you do that? Himiko thinks of a dark poem. Tengen gets caught in one of Izuru's traps. All he can do is hope to be freed. Shirokuma challenges Jin and Fat Togami to an anything goes pancake eating competition. Well, let me tell you, Fat Togami's already in this one. But he's securing his spot. Making sure. Natsumi sets a trap for the animals. Oh, well, Avi's animal control. Catch maybe a turtle. Maybe some Komodo dragons. We'll wait and see. Aiko steals Munakata's tank while he's asleep. Shuichi doesn't really want to, but finds himself having to go to Minimaru. Akane throws a waffle at Tenko like a shuriken and it kills her. Goodness gracious. The Nanokumas want this to be over already. Sato, Maya, and Mikan still practice together. All the horn bearers are really vibing today. They're really vibing. Taka finds a suit of mule armor, puts it on, and gleams with a dazzling shine. Nagisa finds other scraps enough to be a cave Nagisa. Monokuma looks out for himself. Kanan looks around maniacally seething. Kazuichi formally invites Ruka to join his harem. Ruka respectfully declines. Do you see what the harem does for people? Tsumugi the Champion. That's what the harem does. The Archons see great potential in Mahiru grant her a Pyro vision. We have Pyro, we have Cryo, and we have Hydro in play. Hina challenges Terra to a duel. Hina actually bites the dust. Nani Achiaki hopes to have a Harmony body. Kaito picture looks neat and cool lying in various places. Nice. Chisa feels sorry for Tengen, frees him from the trap. Matarai brothers can't wait to kill again. Crazy Oko extra large to snap. She's frenzied. Don't get in her way and Seiko spots something shiny in the distance. We lost 32 and that leaves us with a very nice 69 alive. After we hit a Clear Day Loon 4. Hiroko, Ryoma, Mukuro, the Great Gozu, Tsumugi, Chiaki, Rantaro, Leon, Mekamaru, Kurakuma, Kiba, Nekamaru, Makoto, Angie, Minimaru, Tenko, Hina. We lost all the Marus today. We lost Mekamaru, Nekamaru, and Minimaru. Dang. You hate to see that. But we still have 69 people left. We're not even halfway through it. Halfway. We might go through our list of folks, but for right now, I think we have to keep on going. We have, interestingly enough, this round, another tank in play, and we have 2 arena events potentially in play. This next round could go crazy. Let's see what happens. We click next round and we will see. Everything's a little bit calm, just a smidgen. As round 3 begins, Mai tries to build a tank out of sticks and rocks. It's useless, but it looks cool. Shirokuma looks for someone dumb enough to believe him. Cory won't give up so easily. Gundam gets mauled by wild animals. Yasuke finds a shiny red balloon. This is a dangerous place for such a poppable entity. Mitarai wonders how far you could throw that pitchfork. Maki shoots several white-hot holes into Taichi using her laser gun. Poor Taichi. Nani Achiaki twiddles her thumbs. Hifumi befriends a Komodo dragon with a pair of aviator goggles. I don't like that. I never did. Never, not once. Aiko drives around the arena looking great in her cool tank. Juzo feels strong enough to handle anything. Kaede finds a belt of Pokeballs. What could be inside of those? Fat Togami feels protected by his wealth. Junko AI, her unbridled rage is her own undoing. She was mad for 1 round. That's what anger does to you. That's what it does. Kaito tries to kill Taka, but the knight's armor diverts the blow. Mikan finds a waffle. Really? Chisa steals Aiko's tank while she's asleep. Sonya beats Haiji within an inch of his life with a single pancake, then uses another one to finish the job. Ryoko is looking particularly erratic today. Nagisa is wearing leather scraps as a sight to behold. Hiro doesn't understand or doesn't want to harm anybody, but Mahiru, oh gosh, goodness gracious, sets the forest ablaze, catching Hifumi, Yasuke, and Ruka in the flames. Izuyoi sees this and he holds up that notice. The Vision Hunt decree has commenced. Oh no. Jin attempts to capture Monica. He knows that that's a disciple of Junko. Unfortunately for Jin, Monica's able to submerge him in water before he has a real chance. Tengen has no vision, but he is granted an Animo 1. Kizakura no vision, he's granted a Geo 1 by the Archons, and Mew has no vision, but she declares her life to the almighty Shogun. Picks up a samurai sword in the name of the Electro Archon. Munakata attempts to capture Mahiru, but unfortunately for Munakata, Mahiru is able to scorch him to death. Before he has a real chance, Junko and Shuichi decide to not take sides, and they're like, you know what? This won't last anyway. Sato has no vision, but she's been granted a Hydro 1. Nagito has no vision. He's been granted a samurai sword to fight for hope. I mean the Electro Archon. Yui has no vision, but now she's got a Pyro 1 thanks to the Archon. Celeste and Mitarai, they're like, no thanks. Jack frantically thinks about joining both sides. Seems like she just wants violence. Shuichi duels out with Kizakura. Kizakura actually bites the dust. Jotaro has no vision, devoted his life to the Shogun's desires, picks up a samurai sword, while Mondo picks up a Pyro vision, Gonta picks up a Cryo 1, Chihiro with a Hydro 1, Taka with Geo. Gosh, there's so many visions in play, oh my gosh. Takamichi and AI Gonta decide not to take sides. Masaru picks up a samurai sword, Daisaku with a Geo vision, Natsumi picks up an Animo vision, Akane and Aiko decide not to take sides. Gonta does something really cute. Alter Ego takes a samurai sword. Kazuichi, Nane Achiaki, they're like, no sides for us. Monika's being chased by Jotaro, uses the power of Hydro to wet the surface behind her, causing Jotaro to slip and break his neck. Kanan frantically thinks about joining both sides. She just wants violence too. Crazy Oko Extra Large and Ryoka decide not to take sides. They don't think those will last any longer than a day anywho. Seiko, no vision, has Hydro now. Monokuma, he's got fire in his soul. Madurai brothers have the Animo vision. Pennyworth picks up a samurai sword. Teruter with a Cryo vision. Kurumi with a Geo vision. Monokid and Shirokuma are like, no thanks, we're good. Izuru, samurai sword. Justice Hammer 1 has Hydro at its side. The Nanokumas have a Pyro vision that's just gonna be fire out of literally nowhere. Monotaro gets a Geo vision. Himiko gets wind on her side. Monophony and Kori's in this house. They're not taking sides. Kyoko has found a samurai sword, and Freaking Saika, the Ice Queen, has a Cryo vision. Goodness gracious. This round literally just stocked everyone up on visions and samurai swords. Everyone's in immense danger as we hit a Clear Day Lune 4. Gundam, Taichi, Big Junko, Haiji, Hifumi, Yasuke, Ruruka, Jin, Munakata, Kizakura, Jotaro. There's a lot of visions in play. A lot of visions in play. If you want like a slow scroll of everyone who's left, I'll give that to you. But most people have a vision in play. And is that dangerous? Yeah. Is that yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's pretty dangerous. What will unfold because of this? I'm not entirely sure, but you know, some things might go down. There's a lot of reactions that can happen, and I think pretty much every reaction is available now because there's a pretty decent split between everything that's going on. We'll get a real look at everyone who's left when we get the halfway point, but for right now we will proceed. As you can see, visions galore. Let's click next round. We will proceed. We might even get some more visions, some slackers here. Shuichi doesn't really want to, but finds himself having to go to Monica. Sonya and Nagisa decide not to take sides. They don't think this will last any longer than a day. It lasted the whole 2 rounds. Daisaku uses the power of Geo to summon a massive rock in the sky. He says he brings down order on Mondo and Genocide Jack. Izue has no vision, but he gets an Animo 1. Crazy Hulk Extra Large looks for her next victim. Monokuma tries to kill Seiko, but Seiko retaliates and kills him instead. Kyoko puts up some wanted posters. Justice Hammer 1 uses the power of Hydro to put out Yui's campfire, and then audibly says, next time that'll be you. Yui's confused, probably on why Justice Hammer 1 is talking. Juzo has no vision, picks up a samurai sword, devotes his life to Munakata, the Electro Archon. Monophony finds a dapper suit, puts it on. It's quite fetching. Monophony wants to be the one person in history to win a 1 vs 100 episode twice. Gonta buries Sonya and Freaking Saika in piles of ice, freezing them both alive. Mitarai wants it to be over already. Tengen uses wind, a gust of wind to blast Daisaku right off of a cliff. Nagito reloads his shotgun just in case. Mahiru feels she has a horrible feeling in her gut. Chisa has no vision, but the violence stirs something deep within her. Chisa's been granted a Hydro vision. Madurai brothers create a sphere of air around Kazuichi and Ryoko, keeping there long enough to suffocate them both. Kurumi summons stones around Corey's feet. He's now trapped. Miu is like, maybe I'll just make something. Sato has a 1-up mushroom. And thus things get interesting. She can give someone another chance at life. Maybe it could be either, you know, Corey or Azuru, who just got bubbled by Seiko to death. Mikan has no vision, but the violence stirs something deep inside of her. She has a pyro vision. I didn't expect her to have flames. Oh no, AI Gonta. Doesn't Gonta and AI Gonta both have dimensional sides? Look at them. Look at those homies. Maki and Hiro decide not to take sides. Akane eats the waffle. She likes it. Kizakura will rise with maggots. Aiko kills Taka, but the knight's armor diverts the blow. Junko tries to get others to notice her. Celeste. Oh gosh. Oh no. Oh no. Celeste can't believe that she summoned a demon and it's actually worked, but oh. Yui decides that that's not enough chaos. Turns the open sign, opens way Avi's wares and despairs. Uh-oh. Nekamaru, I'm sorry, the Nanakumas have a 99% discount on a nice stack of pancakes. Takamichi shops till he drops dead. Alter Ego takes a free sample but is unfortunately allergic to the reaction, has an allergic reaction and dies. How did you eat? Alter Ego, how did you eat? Nagisa gets a 99% discount on a dope chainsaw. Uh-oh. Masaru tips over an aisle which causes other aisles to fall over like dominoes, killing Mitarai, Hiro, and Izuyoi in the process. Taka cuts Kurumi in line. Kurumi cuts Taka with a knife. Oh. Terra gets a 75% discount on a wish ring. How spectacular. Kaito with a 33% discount on a vision? How do we even sell those? How? Monica gets a 75% discount on a 6-sword. Kaede works at Yoko's Items of Misfortune, is only there to gather intel. Kaede, we're gonna have to throw hands. Natsumi works at Avi's Wares and Despairs and is restocking the shelves as best she can. Good on you. Pennyworth and Seiko joust with shopping carts. Only Pennyworth survives. All this foot traffic is doing a number on the store, so I hire Fat Togami as a janitor. I know that he's been working for me in the past, so you know what? I got him. Monotaro gets a 99% discount on a vision. How do we even sell those? Himiko gets a 69% discount. Nice. On Avi's soundboard. Wait, that's not for sale? Whatever. Maya, Junko, Sato goes shopping in the freezer section. Akane locks them all in, freezing them to death. Nani Hachiaki gets a 50% discount on a belt of Pokeballs. How fitting. Kanan starts laughing maniacally in aisle 6, but is promptly kicked out by security. That's like one of the rules, you don't laugh maniacally in my store. That means you're up to something and you gotta get out. Chihiro gets a 25% discount on a nice stack of pancakes, and let me tell you, we're down to 36 now. Because the last 2 rounds were just pure chaos. And that does indeed bring us to a Clair de Lune 4. Monica. Mondo. Jack, Monokuma, Sonia, Freaking Sayaka, Daisaku, Kazuichi, Ryoko, Corey, Azuru, Takamichi, Alter Ego, Mitarai, Hiro, Izuyoi, Kiyotaka, Seiko, Junko, Sato, Maya, and Shirokuma, and I have to check something in particular, because something might have happened, and it's a good time to look through our list of characters too. Kurumi is still in. Monotaro is still in as well. Oh, interesting. That's unfortunate. It's not unfortunate, but something has happened. I thought it happened to somebody else, but when Kaito purchased a vision, I thought he hit a secret achievement because I thought he got a vision earlier. He did not. He only has the Pyro vision. However, right afterwards, Monotaro did buy a vision, and he already had one. And dual-wielding visions is something that's very hard to do in this simulator, especially in a standard-sized game or a lower number game. But this time, 2 arena events hit, and that is the easiest way to do it, and Monotaro has done it. Somehow, someway, Monotaro has found his way into that singles finale, dual-wielding those visions. Congratulations to you. I'm shocked. I am shocked. I really thought Kaito had it. Really thought Kaito had it. I was so hyped for him, I thought he had it, but he didn't. Oh, Kaito, no. You can still win this one, though. You're past the halfway point. Keep the Clair de Lune going, I guess. Kyoko's still around with 2 samurai swords, which is shocking. 2, count them, 2 samurai swords. The Nanokumas are around. Kaito still around as well with the Pyro Vision. Chisa with the Hydro. Nane Aichiaki's here with the Pokeballs, as we keep on keeping on. Nagito is here. Himiko's around with my soundboard. Juzo's still here. Monokid's still here. The Madurai brothers are still here. Justice Hammer 1's still around. Chihiro and Shuichi. Mikan, Yui, Gonta's still here. So is Crazy Elk Extra Large and Kanon. As we keep going, AI Gonta still survives as well. Akane's still living, so is Mahiru and Aiko. Tengen's still here, as well as Masaru, Maki, and Pennyworth. As we scroll on, we see Fatogami still remains. And Kaede! Kaede! Teru and Celeste still hold strong. Natsumi, who's on the bracket shockingly enough, is here, as well as Monofini. Mew is trying to be undisputed once again, and Nagisa still remains as well. However, we gotta proceed. There's 36 left and we saw them. My eye is hating the pollen this season. However, what it doesn't hate is seeing 36 people left. It does want to see just one person remain. Who will that one person be? Will we hit any more secret achievements? It is less than very possible now. There's three that there's one that could hit. Two others that might hit. It's a big might, because we haven't seen some certain things happen, but we'll click next round and see if those things do happen. Probably not, because a lot of people are perishing left and right. Round 5 begins with Yui, shopping till she drops dead. Mahiru takes a free sample, but unfortunately has an allergic reaction and dies. Kurumi summons a shield protecting Kaito from Kaito's attack. Kurumi then causes the ground beneath Kaito to cave in, burying him alive. Nane Aichiaki gets ready to toss a Pokeball when Pennyworth and Chihiro, but they reveal themselves to be members of Team Rocket. They knock Nane Aichiaki out and steal her Pokemon. Pennyworth sets down a trap. Justice Hammer 1 gets a 75% discount on a dope chainsaw. Jesus is still tipping over aisles. I guess we still do have some AV's Wares and Despairs events to go, so you know what? Put us back in, coach. Chisa tips over that aisle. Celeste, Aiko, and Monofini are killed in the process. Fatogami gets caught in one of Pennyworth's traps. What a stupid mistake, he should have known better. Maki cuts AI Gonta in line. AI Gonta cuts Maki with a knife. Takamichi is dead. But Gonta gets a sick 50% discount on a wish ring. How sick, how spectacular. Nagisa builds a tank out of sticks and rocks and succeeds. Awesome. Tengen, 75% discount on a vision. How do we even sell those? I gotta contact. Me and Zhongli, we go way back. Kana looks around maniacally, seething. Crazy Elk Ultra Large get a 99% discount on a 6-sword Nanokumas, see Fatogami in a trap. Instead of freeing him, they set the trap and Fatogami on fire, and I do believe that's the end of, that's a majority vote. There's no majority vote, there's not a majority vote in this simulator. I'll think about that. Pennyworth and Masaru surround Monotaro in the middle of a pond with Electro. Monotaro electrocutes them both. Mikan works at AV's Wares and Yoko's Items and Misfortunes is only there to gather intel. Nagito is the one who works at AV's Wares and Despairs, restocks the shelves as best he can. Kyoko and Mew joust with shopping carts, only Kyoko survives. All this foot traffic is really doing a number on the store Shuichi. He is out here. As a janitor, we love to see that. Chihiro and the Nanokumas decide to combine their stacks of pancakes to create a watch-out tower made of pancakes. Chihiro and pushes the Nanokumas off the tower. How did you do that? How did you do that? They're so tiny. Takes all the pancakes for himself. Long live the king. Long live the ultimate. Mikan tries to creep on Natsumi, but Natsumi creates a gust of air beneath her and escapes. Juzo gets a 69% discount on a vision. Do we even sell those? How? Madurai brothers also steal my soundboard. That's not for sale. Those are my spares. AI Gonta feels horrible for what he did. However, Monotaro hears the soothing music called Dire Docks and goes to sleep. Unfortunately, he never wakes up. Kane eats something she shouldn't have and dies of horrible stomach pains. Kaede sends out a Pokeball and out comes Abra. Just teleported away. How sad. And in that sadness, Monokid sneaks up behind her, transforms into a massive 4-armed alien, and tosses Kaede into the sky. Oh, she's never seen again. Teru makes a wish, but his wish ring starts emitting a rancid smoke, throws it to the ground where it fizzles out and burns away in a crackling of angry sparkles. I promise you we didn't sell you a defect. I promise you we didn't do that. That was your fault, Teru. It was your fault. Just like it's the fault of the 80 folks that we have lost so far, we're down to our final 21. And it is indeed Claire de Lune 4. Yui. Mahiru, Kaito, Celeste, Aiko, Monofony, Maki, Fatogami, Pennyworth, Masaru, Mew, the Nanokumas, Monotaro, Akane, Kaede. 21 people left. Almost your final 10, almost the end of this 1 versus 100 episode. Who's gonna come out on top? I never have a clue. But I can tell you that with these 21 remaining, in 11 we'll get your saving grace picks. Do you need them? I don't know, but I will say there's a couple items that can revive in place. So nobody's out just yet. However, some more people are about to be out in just a second. That's not a prediction. It's the truth, nothing but the truth. And there is the truth. Teru and Mikan both unleash the power of their visions. Monokid is unfortunately caught in between cryo and pyro attacks and is melted away. AI Gonta swings his scythe, opening a dimensional rift before Sparta-style kicking Himiko into the despair dimension. Rest in peace to the mage. Nane Aishiaki doesn't feel prepared for any of this. Chiro disappears from a while, comes back with a wizard robe. The ultimate is now the ultimate wizard. Panting like a wild beast, eyes bulging out, Crazy Oko Extra Large's frenzy grows so overpowering that her heart gives out. Justice Samurai 1 is on the hunt for animals that need to be controlled. Never forget. Tengen and Juzo unleash the power of their visions on Nagisa. He's caught in the middle. Pyro and Electro, he's overloaded with energy, causing him to literally explode. Himiko feels her energy slowly being drained. Shuichi sneaks up on Kyoko, but Kyoko has known that she's been followed by Shuichi and was able to counterattack. It was detective versus detective. Oh, goodness gracious. Goodness gracious, everything's going down. That was way more people than I expected. Gonta ponders how best to use that whispering. Nagito creeps up behind Gonta, shoots him point blank with his shotgun in a fit of frenzy. Hanan creeps up on Mikan, shoots her dead. Sato's mushroom was rooting for Kaito this whole time, bounces onto him, causing a revival. Kaito is in the final 9. Because that final 9 consists of a couple less people, because we're about to see Natsumi try to kill Chihiro, but the wizard robe carried him to safety. Apparently real safety, because some other things happen here. Juzo shakes the Madorai brothers' hands, but it was a prank. Juzo shocks the Madorai brothers, leaving them dazed. Chisa fires an explosive round from her tank. The blast catches Tengen, Kurumi, Justice Samurai 1, Natsumi, Nane Chiaki, and Nagito in its wake. The tank is left as a pile of sticks and rocks in the aftermath. We are down to 9. 9. 999. One in the despair dimension as well, but it does in fact declare that we have a Claire de Lune and your saving grace picks for Monokid, Crazy Yoko, Extra Large, Nagisa, Shuichi, Gonta, Mikan, Tengen, Kurumi, Justice Hammer 1, Natsumi, Nane Aichiaki, Nagito. Well, a lot of stuff happened this round. We lost a bunch and we got Kaito back. We have to look at our details because it's the final 9. And within our final 10, you know, you might have terrible picks. They all might have been gone. All of them. All of them might be gone. With the way this one round went down, all of them might be gone. But I do tell you what, I will allow you to make some new picks. Because I'm a kind young man. Kind to a T. Always try to be nice, never fail to be kind, as they say. And my kindness will allow you to make some new picks, and those picks in these games, we call them your saving grace picks. There's 9 folks left, and let's find out who they are. AI Gonta with that scythe. Himiko is still around as well, but she's in the despair dimension, so she's not really around. Chisa, with 9 KOs, she popped off. Who knows what she'll do next? She's going wild, she's going nuts, she's going wild, she's going crazy. As we keep on scrolling down, we see Teru is still around. Never count him out. Juzo is here with a samurai sword and an electrovision. He swore his allegiance to the almighty shogun and then bought an electrovision. Chihiro with the wizard robe is still in as well. Kaito, fresh from the dead, is back. Kyoko with a samurai sword and another samurai sword. Who would have thunk she doubled down on that sword? As we keep scrolling down, we see the Madorai brothers. They have my soundboard. That is also dangerous. They could potentially bring someone back if they wanted to. Kanan is here as well. She's frenzied and unstable. Don't count her out. We still have, who else is left? That's not everybody. There's at least one more person, right? Is that everybody? Did I need 9 people? Is that 9 people right there? That's 9. Is that 9? That can't be 9. That must have been 9. That's crazy. Kanan? The Madurai brothers? Yeah. That's next right there. That's Kyoko? Kaito? No. Chihiro? No. Juzo? No. No. Teru? Yeah. Chisa and AI Gota. Okay. Yeah, that's your final 9. Make your picks first, second, and third. I'll make mine as well. Shocked that we're at our final 9. Himiko's still technically a valuable player. She's technically in the Despair Dimension, so she's out by classic means, but who knows what could happen. Give me Chisa. I don't know what it is, but Chisa knows how to pop off when the moment is right. She was a champion at one point. In fact, I think she was a champion in her 1 vs 100 episode. So good luck to her. I think she's got it this time. Around. However, for second, give me Chihiro. Chisa, Chihiro, and Kyoko. Kyoko for a potential fan vote. That's how I'm feeling today. I think she's gonna secure 1 more fan vote, but let me tell you, one of these secret achievements, likely to hit. One of these, a little more likely to hit, and this other one, I doubt it. If somehow it happens, I would be shocked. I would be really shocked because it would take some incredible RNG for one of those specifically to happen at this point in the game. However, these are your final 9. You made your saving grace picks. You know you don't want to dilly and dally. It's your final 9. They all stand in this arena, eye to eye, eyes locked, hearts in sync, with the same beat and the same determination as that of a samurai woman. Are you ready to do this? Are you to find out who wins 1 vs 100? Will anyone get brought back? I don't know. Let's click next round and we will see. Things start to go down as Kyoko's been hot on AI Gonta's trail. For days now, AI Gonta thinks that he's gotten away, but Kyoko has finally deduced his location, delivers the final blow. Himiko runs from the demons lurking in the Despair Dimensions. Kaito ambushes Juzo, kills him dead. Kanan looks around maniacally seething. Chihiro invites Kyoko to share pancakes with him. Kyoko accepts only to kill Chihiro while he's enjoying the breakfast feast. How could ya? Poor Chihiro. Chisa seems unshaken by any of this. Teru summons a massive spear of ice, impaling Kanan, and the Madurai brothers come back to their senses. It is Chisa, it is Teru, it is the Madurai brothers, it is Kyoko, and it is Kaito. It's your final 5, 1 vs 100, and Himiko still stuck in the Despair Dimension after this terrible turnabout in Fact 4. AI Gonta, Juzo, Chihiro, Kanan. Madurai brothers, Chisa, Kyoko, Kaito, Kanan. No, not Kanan, Teru. It's the final 5. It's 1 vs 100. Kyoko could hit you guys with that fan vote. Everyone else, they get on the bracket. But I think all eyes are on Kaito. I hate to be that guy, but I don't think it's gonna happen. I really don't. As much as I wanted to, I don't think it's gonna happen. I can hope though. But hope is often met with despair. But it's your final 5. And it is the Madurai brothers. It's Teru, it's Chisa, it's Kyoko, and it is Kaito. All caught in what we like to call a crisis. A fate. It's the final 5. Let's see what happens. Let's see what unfolds. Let's click next round, and we see. The Madurai brothers don't really want a Crisis of Fate, apparently. They want an invincible rainbow arrow. Okay. Kyoko finds a bunch of tactical combat gear, equips it, protection for the whole body. Himiko fights for her life. Dark energy swirls around Maki's body. She's brought back as a ghost. Kaito tries to kill Kyoko, but the combat gear diverts the blow. Chisa's being chased by the Madurai brothers. Use the power of Hydro to wet the surface behind her, taking out the Madurai brothers, breaking their neck. Goodness gracious. And that's the secret achievement. This one I knew would be the hardest one to hit this season, and if it didn't happen this episode, it wasn't going to happen. 10 KOs in a single game. She hit it. When I saw her at 9, I was like, she could do it. She could be the one. If it's not her, it won't be anyone. But she got the Madurai brothers right then, right there. Congratulations to you, Chisa. If you don't win, you still make the bracket. Good on you. And if you do win, fan vote. Teru's found a chainsaw. What is he gonna do with that? It is the final 4, and it is indeed a terrible turnabout 4. The Madurai brothers, who don't get opportunities very often. But they made the most of it today. Not for the win, though. It is Kaito, Kyoko, Chisa, and Teru. It's your final 4, and I think everyone's just waiting with bated breath to see how this unfolds. It is a 50% chance for a fan vote. Teru is here as well, and so is Kaito. Let's do it. It's still a crisis of fate. Whatever happens, happens. We have to go on. We have to click next round. We have to see what unfolds, and what unfolds is... Kaito picking up relics and Eden lying in various places. Chisa used the power of Hydra to put Teru's camp out. Next time that'll be you, he says. Chisa is killed by Maki through ghastly means. Himiko avoids the dark trees whose branches reach out to grab her. Goodness gracious. Kyoko steals my soundboard. Wait, what? And using his chainsaw that he just got, brutally chops Kaito to pieces. At the final 3, he got 3rd. Kaito, you were so close. I talked trash about you earlier too, and then you did your best today. You died. Someone got you back for a second chance, and now here we are. There's a chance you could come back again, but those chances are real low. Those chances are real low. And unfortunately, we have to hit. Terrible turnabout for you. Chisa. Kaito. You know, at this point, if Kaito, I almost wholly expect Kaito to get in at least one of these fan votes, if I'm being completely honest. Poor guy. Really poor guy. It was the 1 versus 100 episode, and he was here in 3rd, and you know, that hurts me a little bit too. I know a lot of you were like, come on, Kaito. We were all, I think, everyone watching was really rooting for Kaito in that moment, but, ugh. It's not over for him yet, but it looks like it is. It's your final 2, though, and I do have to ask you just who. Will it be Chisa? No, that's wrong. Teru or Kyoko. Looked at Chisa and Kaito, and I was like, man, I wish that were the final 2. But instead we have Teru, a man who does know how to make his opportunities count. He has carried Celeste through so many tag team matches. Will he carry himself to singles action today? Will it be Kyoko for the fan vote? The guaranteed fan vote. We lost quite a few potential fan votes in this game because Secret Achievements finally hit. However, you could secure another one with Kyoko. Or will it be Teru? Kyoko. Kyoko? Teru. Potentially a revival? Probably not. We'll see what happens when we click next round. We could also see a return from the Despair Dimension. Anything could happen, but what will happen? We click next round and we see. It does not end, but Teru now has an army of rats at his disposal. Himiko avoids the dark trees. Kyoko is looking downright tactical in her combat gear, and Maki misses being able to have dinner. We go to the next round and we see it ends. It ends. Kyoko tries to kill Teru, but Teru's rats protect him and kill Kyoko. Teru broke all of our hearts today when he chainsawed Kaito. But at least it wasn't in vain. That much, I guess, is all we can say. Himiko's still swirling around the Despair Dimension, though. She's not getting out. We do have a terrible turnabout for Kyoko. Teru. We need to. We'll talk. We'll talk. We'll talk. Teru. We'll talk. We'll talk. Hey. Let's We'll say that he's your winner first of all. Surviving the 1 versus 100 assault. He saw the hope on everyone's face and then used a chainsaw to bring despair. But it's for his win. He thinks it's his time in the spotlight. Teru takes the win. Man, I like Teru, and I appreciate him so much more after seeing some of his scenes in Danganronpa S. But like, it's hard to root for him when he took Kaito out. He won at the end, but like, ooh. No, that's actually okay. That's fine actually, cause that's actually okay. That's actually really okay. I think what just happened did actually get a fan vote. What happened just now did actually net Kaito a fan vote. Never mind. Teru legitimately net Kaito a fan vote. There's one of the fan vote categories. Actually, how many did we lose? 1, 2. We still have this one. Shockingly, this one didn't hit. It hit in tag team action, but it didn't hit. It could have hit today, but it was unlikely, I guess. This one didn't hit, and this one didn't hit. So we have 4. We only rounded out with 4 of them. That's kind of crazy. But 1, 2, second last, and then the other 2. Yeah. So one of them, and the fan votes are about to open up real shortly. Like they're open now, probably. One of them is a Lightbearer type fan vote, where everyone who won in singles action, everyone who they KO'd ends up on that fan vote. So I'm not too upset at this. But Kaito really skirted his way around, earning his way into the singles finale. Real rough this time. Because when he purchased that vision, that's one of the only ways, either purchasing the vision or getting an extra one from the arena event, are the only ways to actually get a second vision. I thought that he had got one during the arena event too. I was like, oh, he's in the clear. Nope. Nope, unfortunate. But congratulations to all the people who earned their win. In fact, bring up the singles bracket. Goodness gracious. We have what, 4, is it 4 fan votes? Is it really 3 fan votes and the Yeet Ball fan vote, right? Or am I goofing? I might be goofing. No, that might be right. That sounds about right. Ladies and gentlemen, that's our Teru's there now too. The number of fan votes you have are there. This game was an emotional roller coaster. That's all I can really say about it. But it all ended with Teru taking the win. Killed Kaito to do it. I think everyone was rooting for Kaito in that moment. I think everyone, because it would have been real nice for him to be like, his first win, he beat everybody to do it, but he just didn't. He even beat Death to do it. That would have been the tagline for Kaito for so long, man. Oh, RNG hates us sometimes. RNG does hate us sometimes, but I'm happy for Teru. I do like Teru. I think he, honestly, with how he's performed, he is silently one of the best performers in this game. I do think he deserves a championship, at least a championship opportunity. However, Chisa with those 10 KOs earned herself a spot. Good on her. Kyoko had 6. She almost earned you guys another fan vote. Teru stole that though. This is the heist of the century for Teru. Goodness gracious. Akane with 4 KOs, Mahir with 4, Shuichi with 3, Masaru with 4, Karumi with 3, Seiko, Tengen, Madurai brothers with 3, everyone else with 2 or less. Good on everyone who was here. Because man, oh man, this was a show of shows. Can't believe it. I mean, I can believe it, But gosh, Kaito was so close. Third, man, third. And he beat death. He got back. He was brought back from the dead thanks to Sato's one-up mushroom. Never forget Sato. You know what? Y'all, if Sato, I doubt Sato's in any of these fan votes. She might be though. She might have snuck her way in. If she's any of those, you remember that she's the one who almost got Kaito third. He had, his hope was lost early. And then Sato was just like, you know what? I got you, bro. Or her one-up mushroom was like, I got you, bro. Never forget that. Never forget that. Man. This turned out to be a really tense game, and I feel it. I feel it at the end. I feel it at the end, man. Oh, that was tense. Loved it though. That's why we're here. And you guys get these fan votes. It's kind of what I expected you guys to get at the end of this one. These other 4, should I tell you? I could tell you. I might tell you what they are. Right now? Yeah, I might tell you right now. One of them was Break Out of the Despair Dimension, which happened in tag team action to Kyoko, but not in singles action. Bury a Body in Your Garden was not hit. That's something that only came around during Spring and Orteal, which didn't have us too much time in singles action, so it never popped up. And then Becoming Normal after becoming a sheep, which is a low chance to hit, but you also have to be a sheep to do it, which didn't happen at all in this game, surprisingly enough. A stark lack of magic wands and ancient scepters, but it can also happen with a wizard robe, so it was a possibility. Those 3 didn't hit, but we still have that Yeet Ball, the Yeet Ball fan vote. And that's just it. That's just it. All those fan votes are open, and as well as the second round of tag team fan voting? Yes. Yes, I believe your top 10? Top 10? That sounds about right. Your top 10 have opened up? Yeah, that sounds about right. And I guess your top 2, your first 2, do I want to finish these? That's a good question. I was like, do I want to finish these fan votes by Saturday? Because it's not that many fan votes this year, which is shocking. I think this is like our lowest amount of fan votes since season 1. Or at least since we introduced, what is it? Who is it? What is it? Secret Achievements. Huh. Ha ha ha. I'll think about that. I haven't made a decision yet, because it's still early in the time for me. I don't have to make like a split-second decision. If I were to guess how I would think I would want to do it, because I am me, and who would know me better than me, I would assume that instead I would leave the first 2 fan votes open all day today and all day tomorrow. And then when OC action wraps around this Sunday, we open up the last 2. Because that way more people would just, you know about it instead of just being hush-hush mode. So yeah, I think that's what's probably going to happen. Today, we'll still open up the second round of tag team fan voting. But that one will actually run until the OC episode begins on Sunday. The free-for-all. And be there for that. Because that is when the last 2 singles fan votes, they're going to open up. And the last 2, or the last round of tag team fan votes, it's just going to be a good old time. And we'll see all of the OCs return for one last shot at the singles and tag team championship matches. I'm excited. It's going to be a good one. Thank you so much for watching. This 1 versus 1, this might have been one of the most tense 1 versus 100s. It might have been the most tense one until the final 3, because Kaito was so close. He was so close. But I'm not going to dilly-and-dally. Toodaloo, Flight Crew. See you Sunday for OC action, or Saturday if you're feeling a little bit crazy for Persona 5 Royal. I haven't recorded it yet, but I know some things that I'm going to do, and I'm excited for it. Toodaloo, Flight Crew. Thanks for watching.